doing today? I've been waiting on you. Let's go ahead and get into this Twin Souls reading for the collective of Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. All right, again, I am Earth Angel Aura. If you're new to the tribe, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And also, those of you that are already members of the tribe, welcome back. Sending so much love and light your way and a little bit of darkness to balance it out in case you need to stand on business. So let's go ahead and start off with I just want to channel this energy here because as I was beginning to set up, we have this card that I just want to show, just because right now, many of the masculines are moving out of like degeneracy, deviancy into divinity. And a lot of that is because they see you, Divine Feminine, as their one and only. You are the yin to their yang, right? I'm heavily picking up on this. And also, they have this like with you at a distance from them in your absence. Wow, they realize that although they may be operating from a space of feeling unworthy for you, they are envisioning you with someone else. They're envisioning you with possibly like a soulmate or something, but they know that you are a catch. They know that you are one of one. I'm definitely picking up very beautiful energy, a beautiful aura, like just your vibe. And your physical beauty is just the cherry on top. And so the masculine does not want anyone else to come in and he's like the future, literally future, and someone else is like that Russell Wilson. So many of them are definitely seeing like things just flash before their eyes, and it's really ushering them into this new sense of value for you, Divine Feminine. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Oh my gosh, this card just jumped out. Swords of protection. They're wanting to protect this energy. We have boundaries here, discipline, peacemaker. Oh my gosh, like, mhm. And a lot of this is because many of these masculines with this beware of frenemy card come out in reverse. They don't want to ever have you in this energy of feeling as if you cannot trust them. I'm definitely picking up that trust is having to be earned, and they're wanting to protect you because they realize that all along you were a true friend to them, Divine Feminine. They're picking up heavily on that, and it took for you to walk away from the connection for them to really see your worth, your value at a distance. Even the toxic vibes card came out in a reverse. Oh my gosh, right? They may have been in like this really combative energy, and even with this card, this is Zendaya from Euphoria. Like, what this is also resonating heavily with me in regards to this card is there may have been some there may have been like a foundation where it was a lot of toxicity, betrayal, things like that. So they did not really pick up on um they didn't pick up on being within your energy in that way. Like they feel as if they brought that energy towards you and it was based on their own baggage that they needed to work through and is actively working through. We also have the breaker of generational curses, Divine Feminine. They're following your lead on this one. This card is representing that Kali Ma energy, which is separating from like a sense of being victimized, rising into your dark feminine energy. And I'm definitely picking up that you had to get there, Divine Feminine. It may have caused, even the catalyst within this connection, cause you to heal from generational traumas and curses, including, tolerating or let me pause this for a moment, including tolerating or being amongst anyone that made you feel less than. Even when it came to this betrayal within this connection, this was a catalyst in order for you to deal with maybe things from your own upbringing, from your family of origin. I'm picking up heavily, and also the breaker of generational curses. Like even staying within a toxic connection, there were things that came to the surface, but by you separating yourself from that energy, it brought about major healing and change. Many of these masculines are now in this energy of confronting their own wounds. There could have been like some real disrespectful energy that they grew up amongst, and I'm definitely picking up right that they were not even aware how toxic it was until you began to put up boundaries. I'm definitely picking up too that many of them realize too with you, because there could have been like some, because we also have the Jaguar card coming out, embodying solitude. It's just right now, many of you feel like it's just you and your angel guys, it's just you and your ancestors, but you feel complete. You feel like your alone time is not lonely, it's holy. And for you to be able to walk away from people, from connections, for you to delve more so into your spiritual connection, even as we see this full moon in the reverse, like you could be someone where you really commune with your spiritual self. And this may have been something taboo per se, but they see that you're winning from afar. They see that you were able to break away from your family of origin. I'm picking up because you were committed to not having toxicity. I'm definitely picking up for some of these masculines in this deviant energy is because they felt as if, that saying where if you can't if you can't if you can't beat them, join them somewhat. They felt defeated. They felt as if they had to carry on that type of legacy of toxicity. But you were like, no, you don't want any part of it. Instead, you separate yourself from the energy, and it's causing them to really self reflect on what it is that you will and won't tolerate. Let's get this one. So many popped up, but let's go with these two. Wow. Okay. So we have following your intuition. Okay. Allowing you're trusting your heart. You're following your heart. And I'm also picking up too that you're trusting the logic aspect of it too. So it's not like you're having your head over heart or vice versa. You're becoming more so balanced. With that balanced energy, with this matrix card in reverse, you've literally exited that matrix type of mindset of woe is me, having like a victim consciousness, not being able to think outside the box, just trying to do things that people think you should do. You have separated yourself from that, and spirit wants you to understand that a lot of it has to do with, many of you have like a ancestor that is really present in your life. This could be a maternal or paternal grandmother or both, but that angelic presence is here from your ancestors. They're guiding you. Let's see what else is here. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, look, y'all. The ancestors are really blessing this connection. A lot of it's because you're giving them reverence. You have moved out of fear energy. I'm picking up for divine feminine that you decide to relinquish that fear and give it over to the Most High. You trust God with what's happening in your life. Many of you have begun to connect with the Divine Mother energy, and it's like you have been balanced out. You've been able to really stand up for yourself, and that is something very attractive. The masculine is really guided towards coming towards you. They may be like, you can see this looks like a shadow like figure, and it's because they're becoming aware as the sun heats up even more, like it's healing, is really providing a lot of healing energy. And what's also being illuminated is their path towards you. They see you as a guiding light within this connection, divine feminine, and it's causing them to exit the matrix as well, representing that matrix card. With the matrix card coming out in reverse, like they are too exiting the matrix. It's that whole Trinity Neo type of dynamic that's going on within this collective. Wow. Yeah, even as I said it, we have the Twin Souls mission card came out. Like there's something really major, extremely major, that's happening for the twin souls. And a lot of twin souls are coming into union. Some are going through their separation phases, but this is about uplifting the collective consciousness. This is about showing unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, integrity. Just know that what is going to happen out of all that you've experienced is going to benefit the masses. And this is why there may have been so much opposition towards this connection. I'm picking up there were third parties that were trying to cause chaos or disharmony in this connection. And on a deeper level, this is a spirit that wanted to cause this type of disconnect to happen. But you're furthering this mission by, even by you separating yourself from this masculine, even if they were in toxicity or deviancy, that is healing energy. I'm definitely heavily picking up on that. So just trust the process. What you're doing is working for the greater good of this connection. Yeah, wow. We have metamorphosis. So it's like you've gone through this transformation, and many of them are having to heal from things that you may have already worked work towards healing, but it wasn't until you're able to mirror your healing for that to actually take place. We have solo spiritual journey, supernatural power, rebirth, evolution, and just like a butterfly goes into that cocoon, that chrysalis phase individually, and they come out, they reemerge with a metamorphosis. And so this is what is happening for the collective of DFs. And in addition, this is bringing about that prodigal coming to terms with things too. We have the relocation card come out in reverse. So spirit just want you to know that there is a sense of, you may have this feeling to um want to move away. The masculines are also feeling this, and it's like they don't want you to move away. They want you to stay still at this time. But just know that it is coming into fruition. It's almost like spirit is wanting you to continue to hold true to the vision of the greater good of this connection, because we have the don't play with my heart card coming out too. Both of you could be feeling this somewhat. It's kind of like that he's afraid, she's afraid type of dichotomy coming on when it comes to the connection. So it's like both of y'all have this type of concern, fear. So wow, let's see what else is here. Mm-hmm. Wow, look at this. So we have the gambler card come out in reverse, as well as telepathic communication. So spirit is wanting you to know that if you are having like sometimes you may feel like anxiety out of nowhere, or you may feel like a sense of sorrow out of nowhere, this is coming from the masculine is in this energy, and you're feeling this with telepathic communication. We have perception, soul connections, foresight, intuitive, as well as the gambler card come out in a reverse. So I'm definitely picking up now. The DM is not in the energy of risking anything else in regard to the twin souls connection. They realize that they may have taken a major gamble, a major risk, and now they're assessing that. So this is what you're picking up, right? You're picking up heavily on this energy of fear, of anxiety, which is why giving further insight into the relocation card in the reverse, they don't want you to be in the energy of completely leaving them forever, because they're feeling that way. They're feeling that you are slipping out of their grasp. A lot of them too are realizing too that the reason they're feeling that way is because of what they may have done in regards to this connection, and they fear losing out on this connection forever. Wow, no wonder it's like they're trying to manifest for you not to go, because they really feel you're going. Like you could literally pack up and go, and they're not wanting that. It's like they're having to take care of some things right now. Let's move on to this next deck. I got this deck. It's the Golden Future Oracle, and I'm going to be reading from the book in this deck. This is going to be extended reading since it's a live one. So bear with me. Y'all may want to turn your audio up. I tend to not speak that loudly. Oh my gosh, y'all. As I was beginning to prepare to shuffle this deck, we have 19, the sexuality, express pure love. And just off of the visuals of this card, this is a twin souls card. They're heavily concerned about you, thinking about you. Many of them operate in this energy of really wanting to connect with you right now is because they feel like your energy is very healing, very sacred, very pure energy, which is why it's here. Let's go ahead and pull from let's look up this. Let's see what it says in this book, The Golden Future. This is a brand new deck I have, and let's see. It says the sacral chakra of love and navel chakra of oneness are two separate centers encapsulated within one large one. When they are balanced and energy flows perfectly between them, people understand and experience higher love. They also develop pure clairsentience. And you definitely, divine feminine, you could pick up on that clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. Like you may be blessed with all these clairs, and a lot of you being in tune more so with these ability is based on you honoring the gifts and abilities that you have. It also says when people live at a fifth dimensional high up, I got an audience. Yeah, I'm working doing my tarot. I can hear like people kind of in the vicinity, but it's okay. When people live at a fifth dimensional frequency, their sacral chakras become the softest and most delicate pink. At this level, sensuality is expressed tenderly, honor, and respect. So, this connection is transcendent exchange of pureness. So, it also says in the golden future, couples will experience this transcendence, and this will be considered sacred, special, and beautiful. And also, it says within the guidance for this card, and again, 19 is the number here. So that number could be significant for you. You could be seeing that number. It says receiving this card suggests it is time to develop higher chambers of your sacral chakra. Okay. Hmm. So your sacral chakra is surrounding not only like it speaks about it's surrounding those aspects of healing, but it's within your mind. So you may want to think about how you're thinking about things, the perspective you have. And also it says these lessons here included caring for others, giving and sharing. The final lesson is about nurturing and supporting, or any vulnerable thing, creature, baby, whatever, and tenderness. And this could also represent you nurturing yourself, which is why you feel like you are ascending in order to get to this higher level. Okay, when it comes to the things that you are experiencing, the things that you have overcome, it's brought you to this place of inner knowing and true alchemy. Like even the things that you may have dealt with in your past, even when it comes to the breaker of generational curses, all is not lost. Like the things that you may have healed from when it came to your mother or your father, even at that time, it may have seemed like it was unfair, but it was an aspect of you healing on another level. Like you were able to heal and evolve from things that maybe your parents weren't able to. So it's like you were able to alchemize that. And sometimes you, unfortunately, the sins of the parents often revisit the children. So if you were able to overcome certain things that your parents weren't able to, that's showing higher transition. That's showing a higher connection to spirit, to the Most High God, and you were able to get there. It's not to like say as if you're better than your parents per se, but it's just that you had the ability, the gift in order to move beyond the fears. Many people stay stuck in um, pain and hurt and trauma. And a lot of it is because they have a fear of what's on the other side of that. They become accustomed to it. So Spirit just wanted to encourage you that by you having healed from this, it is bringing about this true alchemy when it comes to sexuality and sensuality with the masculine and feminine. And I think this card stands out a lot too because within this connection, there may have been a lot of in and out energy. There could have been like some major betrayals and things like that surrounding sex, but a lot of this was because of core wounds and toxicity when it came to possibly abuses per se. There may have been some things that happened early on within your development, maybe some type of molestations, things like that, but you're able to heal that energy. Usually, people that are really wounded in that way become very much spiritual. Okay, so this is coming to the surface. This is what's being healed right now collectively. So, you may want to say prayers in regards to that for yourself and also for your masculine. Also, it says that you are asked to express this in its greatest, like your sensuality in its greatest and purest form by reaching out to others or doing something with love, tenderness, and caring. All right, cherish people and tune into their needs. Also, it says Aphrodite, who is associated with love, beauty, and fertility, was a high priestess in the temple of love in the golden era of Atlantis. The first thing she impressed upon her people when they built the temple, which was connected directly to planet Venus, was to give thanks. So be grateful for all the love in your life and ask the high priestess Aphrodite to help you develop your transcended sacral chakra. So you're here, you're in this space of healing that aspect of yourself, and it may have been a long time coming, but by you trusting that it doesn't matter, because people literally tried to rob many of you early on by some type of abuses or molestation. And this could resonate for both masculine and feminine, but you were able to heal that. And again, the masculine is healing that now. You're going through that process of healing now. Even as I said that, we have the health and healing card came out. And it says tune into your divine blueprint. So definitely another pillar of the 11s representing the twin souls. So there's so many confirmations in this reading in itself that you both, and this is representing like the telepathic energy, like on a spiritual level there's no separation, you're together in the spirit, but there's healing that's happening as you continue to heal yourself, they're healing as well. So just trust that this is part of the divine design. Let's go to the book and see what it says. Let's see. It says, in the golden future, people will be able to maintain perfect health. Everyone will take responsibility for their mental, emotional, and physical welfare using herbs, organic food, pure water, exercise, positivities. Hospitals will not be needed, but there will be small local healing centers. Here, healers will use sound, light, and divine energy to balance the chakras of those who need to be brought into equilibrium. By raising the consciousness of their patients, the healer will raise them above the frequency of their conditions and bring them into the light of the fifth dimension health blueprint. It says perfect health and vitality are programmed into your fifth dimensional divine blueprint. Also, it says by choosing this card, let's show you again. So, by choosing this card, it suggests it is time for you to take full responsibility for your health and to bring yourself into alignment with your fifth dimensional health blueprint and are trained to become a healer to help others. And it says, tune into Lady Nada, the twin flame of Jesus, who is spreading cosmic love in the universe and overseeing the return of natural healing methods and the wisdom used in ancient times. Ask her what you need to do in order to bring yourself into perfect balance and health, then take the necessary steps. If you feel called to be a healer or to strengthen your healing powers, call on her for help. She will inspire you to do what is needed to fulfill this destiny, and will assist you in developing your intuition and wisdom as well as your healing abilities. So this is definitely giving giving you more insight into the fact that if you have been like you may have been seeing things about fasting, or even Holy Spirit may have been saying to you like, okay, put that back, don't have that. This is happening for a reason. There are certain things that become unlocked within you when your health improves, when you choose to have like a more healthier diet per se. And this is a gift that's being offered to you. So in the interim, while like the masculine may be dealing with healing of certain aspects of himself right now, when it came to this connection, when it came to mother wounds, father wounds, things that may have presented itself in a form of, maybe disrespect or betrayals or what have you. And divine feminine, you may have felt that some things came out within you within a connection through um reactions or what have you. But these things that are coming to the surface, when you fast, when you begin to exercise more, when you begin to be more mindful about what it is that you're eating, there's certain things that are going to unlock more so in your mind. There's healing that's happening right now for the collective. Then we also have this card, our beautiful planet. Look at this. These cards are so beautiful. And restore the natural world. So even before I go into reading from the book, like you can see she has fairies around her. She's blowing her bubbles. Like spirit just want you to know the power of like tuning into your inner child. Like literally going out and grounding, laying in the grass. Okay, you may want to get you some bubbles, but just spirit just want you to know the power of that healing energy of being true to yourself, honoring yourself, and not allowing yourself to be overcome by the things of the world. Like literally, you see butterflies here, you see all these things, and she's becoming more magnetic just by her tuning into her inner child. So the wisdom of the inner child is here for you. So just trust that. And let's see what the card says. And so this is also why divine feminine, you could be exuding this radiance about yourself. It is because you are doing the work. You're doing the inner work, and it is acting as a guide. So not only the masculine, but a guide to others. We have in the golden future, humans and elements will work together to enable the natural world to flourish. And it also says your guidance is to communicate with the nine-dimensional elemental master who oversees the natural kingdom. Make friends with the elements, and they will look after you and the greenery around you. Dream of clouds, of butterflies and wildflowers. Imagine bees happily buzzing around the hive, see deserts flowing again, visualize an abundance of forests and woods with clear rivers of a stream. And it also says that in the golden future, humans. Hold on. I already read that part. There was something else I wanted to read from this about this card. It says self sufficiency and um, com- re- hold on. Hedges will be replanted as communities become self sufficient and recognize the importance. The joyous chorus of songbirds will be heard once more. Gardening, reforestation, and the planting of community orchards will become unstoppable movement. Then we also have another divine masculine card coming out, which is 25 animals. Honor the animal kingdom. And this card came out right after the number 24 card. So this is definitely showing you divine feminine. Like with you healing, we have like so many cards representing the twin souls here. So divine feminine, while you're healing and being in this healed energy, okay, loving yourself, accepting closure about things, and just enjoying life for what it is. What happens right after that is again 25, the masculine is focused on animals, honor the animal kingdom. So right now the masculine could, he may have a pet per se, but they're connecting more so with source. You can see an angel over his shoulder here, and many of them are becoming aware of the fact that they may have had doubt about their faith or God, but through your example, they're seeing that God does exist. Even as I look at this card, I see a lotus here. Although literally it's not, but it looks like a lotus to me. And a lotus definitely represents that ability to rebirth and grow in whatever environment. Like the lotus grows through mud and then retreats at night and then rises again with the sun. This is the energy that is very evident within you, divine feminine. Your radiance is really, really beautiful, and the masculine is becoming more so enlightened. Many of them could be connecting with animals at this time. And it says, in the golden future, everyone will respect animals and communicate and co parent with them. This card calls on you to understand all animals and see their inner light, honor and respect them. This will accelerate their ascension as well as yours and that of the planet. It is time to communicate with different species And it also says that breathe in beautiful sunshine yellow energy, then ask for help from individual creatures. Your prayers have more power than you can imagine. And that's generally what I pick up from this energy too. Like they have become more so connected with their soul at this time. And it may have taken a great deal for them to really come to this point, but many of them could be out in nature a lot right now. And they're actually, it's putting them in deep thought. They could have a pet per se, but they are, they're nurturing themselves in this time. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful deck. All right, let's see. Let's pull a few more. Let's see what else is here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Okay, so this card says family relationships, attune heart to heart. So this is really overall what's happening is that the masculine is seeing the forever, the union with you, divine feminine. Okay, they're seeing also signs when it comes to the birds, the animal life. Okay, you see dolphin here, you see a butterfly, you see these birds, a family of birds here. And a lot of it has to do like this is really beautiful because we have the this came out earlier, the matrix card in reverse. And then with this card, it looks like a continuation. So it's like as you both have left the matrix, you're going into the sunlight. You're going into a golden area. Wow, a golden era. It's going to seem like a golden area wherever you are, and it's because you both are like actively understanding the importance of this connection, knowing that this is a true connection. And from the book, it says, in the golden future, high frequency adults will only be interested in relationships based on true love. And right as I read that, we're so in alignment. The stars are aligned right now. The next song on the playlist that's coming up, and this like I have it in a shuffle, so it just randomly plays different things. But the next song is called "True Love" by John B. Hold on, let me hear what it says a little bit. Beautiful, 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 beautiful energy here. So let's go ahead and read from this book further. Okay, so it says in the golden era. Let me start over. This is about family relationships. This is in the golden future. High frequency adults will only be interested in relationships based on true love. They will seek those that are mutually empowering. Family members will link heart to heart, so they are constantly attuned to one another and make choices for happiness and harmony. Because everyone will be telepathic, communication will be totally clear and honest. Everyone will intuitively understand and honor the needs of all their family members. Underlying concerns or emotional issues will be immediately addressed and respectfully honored, so everyone will be open. This will create cheerful, contented, loving families. Every incoming soul will be planned and wanted. They will be nurtured as a precious part of the community as well. So all children will feel completely loved and they belong. And it also says for the guidance part, it says this card asks you to develop heart to heart connections with your family and friends. Practice tuning in to what others really want and listening with your heart. At this same time, it is important to recognize to fulfill your own underlying needs. When you are honest with yourself and give yourself respect, love, kindness, and whatever satisfies you, your relationship with yourself becomes more loving, contented, and empowering. Your sense of self worth and your happiness, then after your family, loved ones, friends, and all around you. Kuan Yin, a goddess of love, is helping high frequency families to attune to one another for the highest good. Ask her to help you create a golden aura of happiness, love, and wisdom, understanding around yourself and your loved ones. Visualize yourself and your family in this golden cocoon. So, this is what is actually being healed during this time, and that is the foundational elements that cause a lot of chaos, that cause a lot of projections, rejection, betrayals. All these things were because of unhealed core wounds, and a lot of it had to do with the family dynamic, which is representing the breaker of generational curses card that came out earlier. And so, there's this phrase that don't allow the family you come from to affect the ones that you created. And that's actually what is being that's what's being restored right now. A lot of family dynamics are being restored, or people are deciding that instead of them trying to invest in changing the family they're from, because that's more than likely it's not going to happen. The change is going to happen within you. And so spirit just wanting you to know that the masculine is longing for this reconnection with the divine feminine if you have a family or to create a family. And they want to move beyond that matrix of invalidation, of pain and trauma bonding when it came to the family. They realized that with you, divine feminine, they could actually have that. This is healing their own childhood wounds as well. Many of them are visualizing that right now. And then right after that card, we have 11, which 11, of course, we love 11 here. This is definitely about being a master healer, someone that has a lot of spiritual gifts. And it says communal markets, trust that all you need will come to you. So right now, divine feminine, you could be in this space of becoming more so aware of who you are, trusting who you are, and the vision that God has for you. It may not have been an easy feat, but when you begin to heal aspects of yourself, in addition to trusting the things that you feel comfortable with, like you may have decided to start a new hobby or something, but whatever is happening, hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I get this right. Whatever is actually happening when it comes to what you have leaped out on faith with, like it could be a business. We can see she has crystals here. She has a bowl full of fruit. Like spirit just want you to know that there is a harvest associated with your gifts and your abilities. So spirit just want you to know to leap out on faith. And I'm going to read a bit from this book. It says that in the golden future, everything will be locally sourced, grown, or created. Everything will be pulled and will be exchanged. People will take what they need, and no one will take more than they require because they know there is plenty. Creative people with loving objects or paint pictures and happily give them away. Anything more than is needed will be manifested by the community. People will know that whatever they need will be there when they need it. In the fifth dimensional consciousness of abundance, everyone knows that there is enough for all. The message of this card also is to live with an open, giving heart. This will raise your frequency and that of the recipients of your bounty. This is preparing you for a life in the golden future. So you definitely are on the pathway of having that full cup, okay? So that you may be able to outpour to others as well. So even as you can see, like she has this light that's beaming from her. Okay, this is showing you too that even though you may have dealt with like lions and tigers and bears in the past, like now you've entered into your true emerald city where you realize that there are people that actually have good intentions. Not everybody, even as messed up as it was, you may have dealt with people that were disrespectful, people that may have betrayed your trust or been dishonest. But a lot of that is because those people were hurting, those people were wounded, and Spirit want you to know with 11 communal markets here, you've entered into this new mindset, this new level of 5D consciousness. And again, what is also happening is that you're being provided for in all aspects because you trust God. All right, you trust in the vision and the plan of your life. Oh, that's such a beautiful card. Hold on, y'all. Let me let me adjust this a little bit. Give me just a moment, y'all. I'm gonna pull from another deck and we're gonna get a little further into beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. And even before I was gonna move on to another deck, but this card came out and I definitely need to speak on this one. This is number 32, representing five. So this is a change coming, and the change that's happening is the heart of it all. It's a heart, and you can also see there's a shell as well. So what is happening is that the healing of this connection is actually activating their heart chakra, and it's bringing them into awareness with the leadership and decisions that, and it also says make choices for the highest good of all. They're realizing that the things that they may have struggled with letting go of was actually affecting not only their decisions but affecting them to be effectively a leader. And now they're realizing that they have the ability to do so. um Guarding the heart was actually a coping mechanism per se, but hold on, I'm gonna read from this book. This is really a beautiful card, but what you see on the horizon is that this is a part of the twin souls mission. There's going to be a lot of healing that comes from um just from the energy that is exuded off of the twin souls. So this is why there may have been great strife in regards to these connections, a lot of third parties, but the masculine is realizing, or feminine, take it as it resonates, leave the bones. You may have to reverse it based on who's watching this, but they're realizing that um, they have the ability to really love authentically. There's a lot of fear associated with that, which is why there was a lot of issues. Also, it says in the golden future, there will be no leaders or power structures, but honorable, wise people who will emerge. Decisions will be made collectively. Family and community decisions will be made easily this way. And it also says, with oneness consciousness, wise decisions are quickly and easily made. Set the intention for a fair and loving outcome to any situation you have, and ask Archangel Michael to speak through you. If you are taking part in a collective decision, let go of any ego or hidden agendas you may have. Ask that the result is for the highest good. Attune your heart and mind to the others involved and trust the result that emerged. So this is definitely about, in order to get to that next level, it's about really dealing with issues of the heart. Like what caused your heart to close? What caused you to be so heartbroken? A lot of this has to do with, it could have been a mother, it could have been a father figure, it could have been a sibling, but those were tests. If you're still alive, you survive those things, and the closure that you seek is already within you. And this is what the master is beginning to realize through you. This is a path of ascending to unconditional love and ascending to a higher level of consciousness. So that's all we have for this reading. Until next time, bye y'all.